toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to run for it. Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Huskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the move, it's Cole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Willis. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of brings him in the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is, and a fumble on the play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll try the right side. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Hawkeye!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long. He'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. Quick step and go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. They'll leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running to Green. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He's got it on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time player, has made big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to score. Looking for a man. It's Willis. Got the quick pass. Fouls through the defense. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. It's a draw. He's in open space downfield. Shakes off the defender. He's now up to 77 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. Toss to the outside. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! A great catch and run for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp. A little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then Going out the very next week.
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The give from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Scanning the field, it's Willis. Got it set up on the outside. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So
going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right. You're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He
fires toward the end zone. Is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Right on the money. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 8.
Broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown! receiving room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the returner goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure. Right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Willis. Oh, they're after him. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the option. Oh, better look out! They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Brings it in down the left side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
35, Nebraska, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Breeze. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Forced out of the pocket. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. The toss to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12. Start in a bit of a hole. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
To the air, it's Willis. Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's past the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make... The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Got the first down. Looking for more. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Willis. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it. Measured, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him.
Ernie on the Jets! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. To the air, it's Willis. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab deep. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Huskers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first and 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big. And especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be